Hello everybody, it's Lazel here with another video. Today we are doing an Elite War live commentary against Demonic from the Kingdom 87, and we are already in our military gear, so we are ready to go. Sadly no fast expansion ready, but yeah, that should do. We send our usual Elite War formation. I personally like to split my backline units in many formations when I go solo, but for Elite War I just send my best mages, my maximum angels, and a certain split of frontline that we have agreed on in our lines. Currently I am also testing the fertility totem, and I also have the order totem. Both are growing at the same time, and at some point I will probably just reset the fertility totem. But for now I'm using it because I can activate the skill and it has a higher payoff than the order totem at the moment. But yeah, I hope to unlock the skill of the order totem at some point, and then I will just reset the fertility totem and just use the order totem. But for now we use the fertility totem. That's pretty cool. And yeah, so we bring out our formation. Oh, we are already going. Let's see where this ends. And yeah. Opponent has a few, but some of them are already running back. That's interesting. Okay, I haven't seen that in a long time. Hopefully our leader knows that we just... when you see that few players on the map, just go straight for it and try to be in the opponent's side of the map as fast as possible. I'll call this 44 no speeds. That's good. We get 7 first. I like this map. And yeah, so we go for 7. Hopefully immediately after we will go for 11 before our opponent thinks about anything weird. And yeah, you're doing okay. Just so you know, if you are at some point of the map, if you then click on the upper left window here, where you can also see how many troops are remaining in your march, it will immediately jump to your current location, just for those of you who didn't know. Okay. Yeah. This is definitely the point where I would be very aggressive and just move forward. Especially when you are on the attacking side, you need to be aggressive. From my point of view, it's really like force one battle in Elite War, see who has the higher angel count, because as soon as the first battle is lost on one side or on both sides, you know who has the current angel advantage. The person who loses a fight has a higher wounded ratio than the winning side, so there's automatically an angel difference. And as soon as you know, okay, we don't have the same angel count as our opponent, then you are immediately at the point where I personally say, okay, it doesn't really pay off to keep playing aggressively in this Elite War. You can still go for some team attacks and all of that stuff, but I personally just wouldn't force it anymore, because even if you say, hey guys, heal your angels, we can still do it. Yes, you could. But from my experience, not everybody heals their angels. That's just a thing that I have experienced. And then let's say like 50% of the people heal their angels. Then you're like, okay, we can force them again, because again, everybody healed their angels. That's what you imagine. And then you're at the point, okay, we have to move. Okay, I can stay. And then you're at the point where you're like, okay, we can force another fight, because everybody has healed their angels, and we know that our opponent, even though they won the fight, have had a few losses, but woundeds when it comes to angels. So then you force another fight and you realize, okay, we still have a disadvantage when it comes to our angel count, and then you're just going down, and you repeat this process and you waste a lot of healing speeds for nothing. And so But this is also just my way of leading Elite Wars. I wouldn't personally force every win, because at some point you will balance yourself in a matchmaking ratio where you will only win if you spend a lot. Either speeds, healing speeds, march speeds, whatever. So, and I prefer to just be at the point, okay, we all can, or we just play at a certain level. If we see we win the first big team fight, we have the angel advantage, then you can say, okay, let's go for a speed attack on their base or anything else because you have the angel advantage. But as soon as you've lost the first big battle where you're really with your full angel count against the full opponent's angel count and you lose that fight, I'd be down to just say, okay guys, we play it slow, but you kind of know, okay, we will probably give them the win and save our resources. Because what I often see is people that spend a lot in Elite Wars, then they do one defense in Void War and say, hey guys, sorry, I'm out because my complete hospital is full and I need to heal like 14 days. And then you're like, okay, so we have lost one player in an event, which is in my opinion more important than an Elite War. So what I want to say is you need to see a bigger picture of your resource management in War and Order overall. Don't just go and in every event and just spend it. What I think makes the most sense is find out which events your alliance likes the most, where they have the most fun, where they're the most passionate about, and focus these events. Our alliance has agreed on the events of Void War and on Elite War. I personally disagree with the Elite War thing because, yeah, it's something I don't see a reason to spend a lot in here. And so I prefer to focus events like, for example, Fortress War and Void War. These are events that have a huge impact on your castle improvement when you really work together as an alliance. When you have 40 participants in Fortress War and you make sure that everybody gets a top 100 ranking, then that's awesome. That will help so many players in your alliance. But what's the difference between a won and a lost Elite War? Sure, there is a merit difference and emblem chests like from 2 to 4, but at some point that's actually it. Maybe a few speeds or whatever you all get in these Elite War rewards, but the rewards aren't just worth it to put in that much effort or spend that much in this event. I personally would focus other events. I'm not that big of a fan when it comes to Elite War. As I've said, go for one big battle, see which alliance has more angels. The one that has won the first big fight, I'd be down to just say, okay guys, run down our base. Of course, Elite War can also make fun on the other hand. We have to say that. I remember the good old times like 4 to 5 years ago where I was in a small alliance and we were able to win just by playing wisely and having a certain tactic. And we were winning against alliances that had more castles than us, for example. And okay, here we go for speed. It's lagging a bit for me, but okay. Yeah, I would speed a bit because our leader requested it. Still, I'm really not a big fan of wasting or investing speeds in events like these. I just don't see a reason. Overall, I don't want to sound too negative. I just want to talk about event prioritization from my point of view. I think there are way more events that have a way higher payoff when you invest into them. And the scenario of which I have just described, like when you waste or when you invest all of your healing speeds during the Elite War and you don't have them for Void War, where actually really the future of your alliance mates matters, because if you cannot defend, for example, and somebody gets completely zeroed, it might mean that the person will probably quit the game. There is a chance, and you could have, well, helped to make the situation a bit better if the person, for example, doesn't get stacked 2 times because you were enough to defend immediately. So this is what I want to say. And my recommendation is really talk in your alliance about the most favorite events and prioritize those that most players enjoy, because they will put in the work there. And yeah, that really sounded like I am not a big fan of Elite Wars. It is a constant event where you have several a week, but overall, always remember, don't overdo yourself. I've seen people spending, or I've read how people spend more than, let's say, like 15k of gems for one Elite War. But what did you get out of it? For 15k gems, you get 2 additional emblem chests just because you've won, because a lot of players went completely crazy. That is okay, and people can do that. But I personally think it is way more productive or efficient if you go for events that have a way higher payoff for the individual player and also for the team. For example, Fortress War or Void War. Savage Lands also pretty okay, but you really need a good team for that. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Like, always make sure that you are fine with the events that your alliance focuses. $3 million, we have 6. Here we have 14.6. Okay, that guy looks pretty strong. Yeah, winning against 2 of us. Let me know how you think about what I've just said about Elite War. I think I'm very often alone with my opinion, because I try to play efficient, because that's what I need to as a free-to-play player to be a strong castle. And I often get a lot of critics for what I say when it comes to event prioritization and stuff like that, because a lot of players want to go all out in every event, and I'm like, yeah, I simply don't. I mean, currently I have enough resources that I can do it for a few months, but I simply don't want to, because it doesn't pay off in the long term, in my opinion. Then I will be sitting there in some Void War and simply cannot heal. Then I get stacked again, and okay, then I have lost troops, and in the worst case, a lot of angels. Then I'm shut down for several months until I've recruited all of my angels again. This is what I want to say. Always consider your options and preserve your resources and spend them wisely. Not in every event, as you can go all out if you want to be a very efficient player. First of all, it's all about fun. But we cannot deny that when it comes to being a very good alliance or one of the better alliances, you really need to consider your overall improvement of all of your alliance members. If you just force them too hard, they will be uninterested in what you're doing, or disinterested, and will probably look for a new alliance, maybe not follow your orders again, and then you lose authority, and then you know, when the ball gets rolling, it snowballs very quickly. Not really sure what we are doing here. I mean, I don't know how many players are in the main castle. Why don't we just go for a shot there? If we can get like 60 players, and our opponent also has 60 players, we are on the attacking side. So that would be a huge advantage for us. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't followed any scout reports because I was talking about Elite Wars. All right. Yeah, this is also this common and weird mistake. Well, I don't want to call it mistake, but you often see these situations where you know after the first 1 or 2 attacks of an individual player, okay guys, this is like a really, really big guy. He's very strong, and people still speed into him and just, lose there. So, I often don't understand it. And now we are finally getting stacked. Okay, I'm really excited about this one. Let's see who's everybody in time. And if we can, maybe afterwards speed their base. Entry count 4.3 million on our side. Our opponents is currently growing 2.5, 2.6. All right, our first Sacred Flame is coming in. Now we are also attacking the opponent's angels. That's great. Yeah, this should be a one fight. We are at 4, 3, 6. Opponent's angels are almost completely down. They still have a lot of infantry there. I just saw that, but now they are down from the angel count. We won currently at, yeah, we'll probably end at like 500k or something. Let's see if we can speed our opponent's main here. Let's see if he got it done. Great. And now just everybody else needs to follow. I'm lagging a bit. Are we enough? Yeah, we are enough. I'm not sorry about it. I see that we have won. I won't waste any speeds now. You can see the difference there, and yeah. This is simply won. I won't speed now. Yeah, good game. Interesting Elite War. And yeah, overall, nice win there. Alright guys, so this was an Elite War live commentary, more like how I think about Elite War. And yeah, let me know down in the comments how you think about it, and then I would say, see you in the next video. Goodbye guys.